Good evening, everyone. This is Robert RJL 518 welcoming you to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1976 Pennant race is on the air. 2 weeks left in the Pennant race. Today's date is the 23rd of September. We got a huge game tonight at Royal Stadium as the Oakland Athletics will take on the Kansas City Royals. Taking a look at the standings right now as it stands in the American League West, the Kansas City Royals have a one-game lead on Oakland, for the American League West. The Royals, however, their magic number, the Royals, however, have already clinched a playoff spot, so they are in the playoffs already. Oakland, with a win tonight, will clinch a playoff berth. Minnesota is 3 games back of California. These two have a big series coming up as well. In the American League East, the Yankees have already clinched the American League East. The Indians have a 4-game lead on Boston. Boston's magic number at this moment is 4 to clinch third place. If Boston wins its next 2 and Baltimore loses its next 2, the Red Sox will win third place and the Orioles are eliminated. In the National League East, the Philadelphia Phillies' magic number is 3 to win that division. The Mets have not clinched a playoff berth. However, their magic number is 1 to clinch a playoff berth. They have a 4.5. They have a 4-game lead on the Pirates for second place. The Pirates should make the playoffs. They have a 7-game lead on the Cardinals for third. The Cincinnati Reds have already won the National League West. The Astros have clinched a playoff berth. Bases last night, double checking. The Astros did clinch a playoff berth. They are in and pretty much have already worn up second place. The Dodgers, the Padres, and the Giants. These 3 are fighting for 1 spot left. The Padres are a half game back of the Dodgers. The Giants are now a game and a half back of the Dodgers. Anything's possible in 2-minute ticker, and anything, of course, is possible on the board. Brian Patterson, Mr. Moley, 55, and BB join us here at Royal Stadium for tonight's big game in the American League West. The Athletics are 1 game back at 86 and 66. The Royals are 87 and 65. They right now lead the American League West by 1 game. Remember, if you win the division, you are guaranteed home field at least in the division series in your playoffs in the league. Big game tonight. I'm expecting lots of fireworks, and this should be lots of fun. Let's get started. Starting pitcher for the Kansas City Royals tonight is Dennis Leonard. 17 wins, 10 losses, no saves, a 3.51 ERA. The Royals will go to them. There are a couple of September call-ups there are a couple of September call-ups, maybe 1 or 2 tonight on both lineups, but pretty much they got their main lineups out there for tonight. Oakland historically won this game 8-1. They crushed them. We'll see if the Royals get some payback. Are we all set to go? Let's play a little baseball. Top of the first. Leading off for the Athletics will be their designated hitter, Bill North. North usually plays in the outfield. He is the DH tonight. Blue and white dice for the Royals. They are the home team. Big game here. Royal Stadium is packed. Leonard will start it off with a 2-1, and that's a range play. North will swing 1-5. That is a ground ball to second base. That ball is hit to Frank White. White has very good range at second. His range is a 5. But he won't get that one. That's just going to squeak right by him, and that's going to be a base hit for North. A range of 5, and he still can't get it. Single for North. He will go to first. Infield goes a double play depth. Next batter for the A's. Shortstop Bert Campaneris. 256 average, a homer, 52 RBIs. Midlife crisis comes in here at Royal Stadium. Anything on the bases? North is definitely a base-stealing threat, and he's got it. 10 plus 1 is 11. He gets it with a 9. 14 minus 1 is a 13, and the catcher is Stinson for the Royals tonight. Plus 1 is a 14. We're going to send him a 1 to 17, a 1 to 14 chance to steal second, and he is safe. North will steal second base. So he goes to second. We'll re-roll the strat. Now a chance to steal third. He needs a 5. No, he'll stay. Leonard will go ahead and pitch. 3-5. That's again a range play. Campaneris will swing. 1-6. That is a base hit to first base, but it is a range play. That's a range play, and that's it to John Mayberry. Mayberry's range is a 4. He will make that one, and he's going to take it himself. It will be a ground out to first. North will move to third, and that is the first out. Nice play by Mayberry. Next up for Oakland will be left fielder Joe Rudy. 270 average, 13 homers, 94 RBIs. The Royals are going to go ahead and play the infield in to prevent North from scoring, even though it's early. Anything on the bases? That is a 2. North does have a chance to steal home, but I'm not going to call it. Leonard will go ahead and pitch. 6-1. Home run chance. Rudy a righty. A 1 to 19. That 9 passes. Against a right-hander, Rudy is a 12. A 1 to 12. Rudy sends this one out of here. Gone! High, deep, and out of here. Up, up, and away. Joe Rudy starts it off with a 2-run jack. Home run, Joe Rudy. Joe Rudy goes ahead, gets all of that one. Leonard pitches him a meatball. Rudy turns it into lasagna. And just like that, here in the top of the first, it's 2-0 Athletics. Michael Peterson joins us here at Royal Stadium. So already a 2-run jack given up by Leonard. And here's the batter now is Gene Tennis. Tennis is at catcher tonight. 249 average, 22 homers, 66 RBIs. Let's see if Leonard can shake off the homer. 4-2, strikeout 8. That'll start it off, and yep, he will get them. Royal Stadium subtracts 4 from strikeouts and 1 from walks. And Tennis against a righty, 13 minus 4 is a 9. He will strike them out. And that's strikeout number 1 for Leonard. That's the second out. Next batter is Sal Bando. Bando is at third base, 240 average, 27 homer, 84 RBI. So already the swinging A's are swinging. Leonard, 5-5. That's a blank. Bando will go ahead and swing. 3-2, and that's a ground ball, the third, and that will end the inning. 2 runs for Oakland on 2 hits, a single, and a 2-run bomb by Rudy. They take a quick 2-0 lead going into the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Oakland Athletics, Mike Torrez. 16 wins, 12 losses, 2.50 ERA. One of only 20 pitchers that had an ERA under 3 in 76. So a big game tonight for Oakland, trying to tie the Royals to get back to even, and then we see what the ticker will say. Leading off for the Royals will be Tom Poquette. Poquette is in left field tonight. 302 average, 2 homers, 34 RBIs. Torrez already been given a 2-0 lead. Let's see what he can do with it. 2-1, error on a grounder. Poquette, 5-1. That's going to be a double in the left field for Poquette. He leads off with a double. That ball is hit to Rudy. His error rating is a 2. That's a 6. There won't be an error. He'll corral it and throw it in. But the Royals start off with a double. So Mike Torrez gives up a double to Poquette. Gets the Royals started. Center fielder Amos Otis is next. 279 average. 18 homers. 86 RBIs. Otis is up here. Yes, I use the quick results charts from Payoff Pitch. The one thing about it is I had to actually create the schedule chart. I had to create the schedule. FastScore, print, play, done. It's automatically done for you. When you download FastScore, he automatically has these done with the correct calculations for each game. Print, play. That's all I got to do. Just roll. That's why I decided to go there. It cost $15 for a decade, and I thought that was a good deal. And I got all the decades. So pretty much any inside pitch season that we play, I have a FastScore season for it. Here's Otis. Let's see if anything happening on the bases. That is a 9, and Poquette staying at second. Torrez, 5-5 against a righty. That's a blank. Otis will swing. 1-2, star 5. That's a ground ball to short. The throw is going to go to first for the out. Poquette has a base running rating of 3. 3 or lower, he'll make third, and he won't. It was hit too hard, so Poquette stays at second. One man down. That will bring up the third baseman, Mr. George Brett. 333 average, 7 homers, 67 RBIs. Brett the batter. Anything on second base. Poquette stays where he's at. Torrez gets ready and set the deal. 5-6. Strikeout 11. No. Brett will swing away. 3-3. That's a ground ball to first. That'll be corralled by Fairley, and he'll take that. That's out number 2, and Poquette will move to third. 2 away now for Hal McRae. McRae is the designated hitter. 332 average, 8 homers, 73 RBIs. 2 outs. Strategy roll says Poquette is not doing anything. Torrez will pitch to McRae. And that is a 4-2. Strikeout 14, no. McRae will swing. 5-6. That's going to be a fly ball to center field. That'll be caught by Washington. And the leadoff double, the Royals can't do anything with it. No runs and a hit after 1, 2-0 in favor of the swinging A's. We go to the top of the second. Winning the division is bigger than just getting in the playoffs. You win the division, you're guaranteed home field. Games 1, 2, and 5 in the division series. If not, if you wind up second place, possibility you will be on the road to start your division series, or you may have to play a wild card series. You got to be careful with that. Top of the second inning, leading off for the Athletics will be Don Baylor. Baylor is in right field tonight. 247 average, 15 homers, 68 RBIs. Leonard will pitch. 6-3. That's a walk. That 4 will walk Baylor. And already Leonard is off to a tough start. First walk issued by Leonard. He had 65 of them. Infield goes a double play depth. Next up is Claudell Washington. He is in center field tonight. 257 average, 5 homers, 53 RBIs. Baylor definitely a stealing threat. That 14, though, says he's staying put. Leonard will go ahead and pitch. 1-5. Strikeout 20. Not a chance. Washington, 1-5. Ground ball to second base. They turn the double play. Let's see. 2-0-3. Shortstop for Kansas City is Patek, and he has a 0 arm. 1-3. Double play. No. Baylor will be out, and Washington will take first, and that is the first out on a fielder's choice. One man out. Runner still at first. Next batter for the Athletics is first baseman Ron Fairley. Fairley was a late purchase from the Cardinals only about a week ago in the middle of September. So Ron Fairley finds himself from a team that was already out of the playoffs to a team that is in. So I'm pretty sure Fairley is very happy to be with the A's right now. Washington on at first. He is definitely a stealing threat. That 4 says he can go. He has 13 minus 1 is a 12. Stinson had 1 to 13, but I think I'll let Fairley swing away. Leonard with the pitch. 2-1. Range play. Fairley will swing. 5-5. That's a ground ball to second base. That's it to Frank White. White didn't make the last range play, but he's got a 5, but with the infield halfway, it's a 4. He will make this one. Does he turn the double play? 3-0-4. Shortstop is Patek, no arm. A 1 to 4, they get the double play. Yes, they do. Side retired. Fairley grounds into the 4-6-3. Nothing doing for Oakland as we go to the bottom of the second. The one thing I like about playing a season replay, I had no idea Ron Fairley was on. I had no idea that Ron Fairley was on Oakland late in the year in 76. Confused. You mentioned payoff pitch, but isn't FastScore a replay baseball quick play? Yes, it is. FastScore is a replay baseball quick play, but you can use it for anyone. Payoff pitch. All right, Joe Bryant at Payoff Pitch put together a quick results chart for every single season from all the way from 1876 to today. And that's what I used when I was doing the Payoff Pitch quick results. But when I found FastScore, I said nope, because with the quick results charts from Payoff Pitch, I had to actually type out the schedule using Excel or LibreOffice. FastScore from replay, I just print and done with it. That's already taken care of for me. Trust me, it's $15 for a decade right now he charges. It's really the way to go if you're going to use it. Bottom of the second, let's see what the Royals got here. John Mayberry leads off for Kansas City. He is at first base. 232 average, 13 homers, and 95 RBIs. Torrez will pitch. 1-1. That's a walk. That 14. Yeah, he walked him just barely, but he got him, and Torrez thought that was a strike. But Mayberry's going to go to first on a leadoff walk. First walk issued by Torrez. He had 85 of them in 76. Infield goes to double play depth. Al Cowens is next, and he is in right field. 265 average, 3 homers, 59 RBIs. Mayberry, not much of a stealing threat, and that 5 will stay right there. Torrez will pitch, and that is a 4-2. Strikeout 15, no. Cowens will swing. 2-6. That's a ground ball to first. Let's see if they turn the double play. 1-0-2. Shortstop is Campaneris, a -1. So the only way they turn a double play is on a 1. Actually, that's a ground ball. That's a ground ball to first, isn't it? That's a ground ball to first. That I actually forgot. That does, with the new rule, the first baseman no longer gets the benefit of the GDP advantage. So it is 1. It's 1-0, 1-0, and 0. 1. I'm sorry. 1-1-1-1, and the shortstop Patek is a 0. So still, the only way they could turn it is on a 1. Nope, that's a 6. Mayberry will make it to second. It was a slow rolling grounder. They decided to take the out at first, and that's out number 1. So that play is made by Fairley, and he took it himself. Mayberry goes to second. Next up for the Royals is the catcher, Bob Stinson. He's the catcher tonight. 263 average, 2 homers, 25 RBIs. Not really a September call-up. He did play in 79 games that year. See if anything happening on the bases. The 5 says no. Torrez will go ahead and deal. 3-4. Home run chance. Stinson is a switch hitter hitting to the left side. A 1-8. The 16 is too high. Stinson will swing. 6-1. But Stinson just smack a double into center field, and that will put the Royals on the board. Stinson gets a double. Mayberry will come on in to score. Stinson holds at second. It's now 2-1. Big hit by Bob Stinson with a double. That gets the Royal crowd excited a little bit. No, the problem there, midlife crisis. Enjoy your meal. Hope it's good. And make sure you save me a bite. Second baseman Frank White is next. 229 average, 2 homers, 46 RBIs. The infield is back. Stinson, also not a stealing threat. Torrez will go ahead and pitch to White. And that is a 5-6. Strikeout 20. Forget about it. White, 4-4. That's a fly ball to center field. That will be out number 2. Stinson's base running rating's a 3. -2 from center field is a 1. Washington is a 0. The only way Stinson can get the third is on a 1. He rolls a 4. He'll stay put. And that is 2 outs. That brings up the shortstop, Freddie Patek, 241 average, a homer, 43 RBIs. Patek is usually good for an error pretty much once a game he plays. I don't know how many times. I played a lot of Royals games so far this season. Patek, I think, has made an error in pretty much almost all of them. I'm not entirely sure. I have to look. Stinson doing anything at second? No, he's not. Torrez will go ahead and pitch. 6-1. Hit by pitch. 10? No, too high. Patek will take a swing. 4-6. And he grounds it to first. That'll get picked up by Fairley. He'll take it himself. And that will retire the side. 1 run for the Royals on 1 hit and a walk. After 2, it's 2-1 in favor of the A's. Who's going to win the American League West and have home field for the division series? We go to the top of the 3rd. The winner of this game will, if the A's win, they tie. If the Royals win, they have a 2-game lead on Oakland, with only coming up pretty much only 1 week left coming up. Leading off for the Athletics, second baseman Phil Garner, 261 average, 8 homers, 74 RBIs. Leonard will go ahead and pitch. 1-2, that's blank. Garner, 1-4, star 6, that's a fly out to right. First out by the A's there. Here's Bill North. North singled and stole a base his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Leonard, 5-4. That's an error on a grounder. North, 4-5. And against a righty, that's a fly ball to left field. That's going to be out number 2. Fly out to left. North almost got one out of there, but it stayed in the park. Bert Campaneris is next. He's 0 for 1. Leonard, 6-2. That's blank. Campaneris, 4-5. That's going to be a fly out to center as well. So they fly out to right, left, and then center. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Leonard, and it looks like he's calmed down since the first. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Tom Poquette will lead off. He's 1 for 1, doubled his first time up. Torrez goes ahead and pitches. 5-2, that is a blank. Poquette, 5-6, base hit right past the shortstop for a single. Poquette is now 2 for 2. Gets his second hit of the night. A chance for Amos Otis. Otis is 0 for 1. Poquette, a little bit of a stealing threat, but not much. And that 20 says Torrez is going to throw to first to try to get him. And no, Poquette will be safe. Torrez will now pitch to Otis. 5-5 against a right-hander. That is a blank. Otis will swing 5-5 himself. And that's a grounder to short. Do they turn the double play? 3-0. 4. Second base is Garner, and he has a 0. A 1-4. It's a double play. Yes, it is. 2 outs. Twin killing erases the base runners. And that is a 6-4-3 double play. Mr. George Brett is next, and he is 0 for 1. Torrez gets up and sets ready to deal. And that's a 1-2 against the lefty. That's a walk chance. That 12 is going to be too high. Brett will swing 2-2, and he just flies out to center, pretty shallow. Nothing there, and the inning will end. So no runs and a hit for Kansas City, and remains 2-1 in favor of the A's. I do start a new job tomorrow, everyone. So usually we're doing the streams at 7 o'clock. So it looks like since I start a new job, my job is normal business hours, 8 to 5. I might be moving my streams back to 8 to give me some time to relax after the day and set up. So starting a new job tomorrow for me. And don't worry, streams will still be coming every night. I'll make time. I'll make sure. Of course, if I'm too tired, you may not see one, but I doubt it. I always seem to have energy to do this. And I got some special stuff coming up, too. We got second season football. I'm almost ready to stream a game. We still got Appa Hockey. And we're going to go a little bit off kilter, all right, on some games. Going to go a little bit off kilter. And you'll see what I mean. And you'll see what I mean shortly in another not really an unboxing video, but a presentation. So stand by, people. Lots to handle. Top of the fourth inning, A's lead 2-1. And here comes Joe Rudi. Rudi gets some boos here from the stadium crowd. Smacked the 2-run jack that gave the A's the 2-0 lead. Let's see if Leonard deals with him differently. 5-4. That's an error on a grounder. Rudi, 6-5. That's going to be a fly out to center. 1 out. Next up is Gene Tennis. Tennis is 0 for 1. Struck out his first time up. 5-3. That's at the park. Royal Stadium, 1-3. That's a ball hit to right field. That is a 9. That's going to be a triple for Gene Tennis. It goes all the way into the corner in right field, and Tennis is going to wind up on third. Wow, he got a good one of that. And the ball was hit to right field, and I think Cowens misjudged it. And I think he came in a little bit too early, and it got over his head. But that goes to the triple. The A's have a big run on third base. Thank you very much, Mr. Peterson. Next batter is Bando. Bando is 0 for 1. The infield will be in. We'll see if anything happening on the strat. 17 says a no. Tennis on in third, gets a big triple. Now Bando, see if he can bring him in. 2-4. That is a pitcher's result against a righty. A 1-9 is an automatic out. That's a 15. It is too high. Bando will swing. 6-5. That's hit to left field. That is a 10, and against the righty, Bando just cracked up a double into left field. Bando will bring him in. Tennis will come in to score. It's 3-1 A's. Stadium groans. A double, an RBI double by Bando brings in a run. So do I, Michael. Really, so do I. They went through a lot of stuff to get me hired. So hopefully this is a much better job, and I think it will be. Bando on at second. He gets an RBI double. And here's Don Baylor. Baylor walked his first time up. Now 3-1 in favor of the A's. See if happening on the bases with Bando. He's staying put. Leonard will go ahead and pitch. 3-3, strikeout 5. Yes, got him. Barely, but he got him. Called strike 3 on Baylor. He has a 9, -4 is a 5, and he does get him, and Baylor can't believe it. That is the second strikeout for Leonard. He had 150 of them in 76. Baylor said that ball was low and outside. The umpire says, no, you're low. You're also outside. And by the way, you're also out. Go take a seat. 2 outs now for Claudell Washington. He is 0 for 1. Bando staying at second. Nothing happening there. Leonard will go ahead and pitch. 3-6. That against the lefty, that's a walk plus. That 11 will walk Washington. So Leonard gives up a walk. That's another walk given up by him. And that is his second he's given up. 2 walks for Dennis Leonard. And now a chance for Ron Fairley, who was purchased from the Cardinals. Fairley grounded to a double play his last time up. He'd like to make up for that. 2 outs. Anything on the bases of 17 says a no. Leonard will go ahead. Yeah. Well, you got to realize he had Baylor, had a whole bunch of steals, but in 70s he was not as big as he got later. He was a pretty big guy, but he was fast. Baylor got bigger later in the 80s. Runners at first and second. Leonard with the pitch. 3-2. Strikeout 6. Got him. Struck out Fairley. He got him on that with a 6. 10 minus 4 equals 6, and he got him. And that's a big K. Third strikeout for Leonard, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on 2 hits for the A's. They now lead 3-1 going into the bottom of the 4th. Bob's Tabletop Sports joins us here at Royal Stadium. I always like telling people who's in the chat. Instead of just saying it, I always like to say, here's the guys. If you guys want to say hello to the guy, that's why I always try to let you know that, that's why I always try to let you know who just joined in the chat so you can say hi. Always good to do that. Michael, well, there's pitcher movement every day. 1970s, not 2020s. Pitchers pitch then. Yeah, BB is right. Remember, back in the 70s, 80s, and really much even the 90s, the pitchers pitched. Here in the 2020s, a pitcher makes 1 pitch, and then he's pulled. Bottom of the 4th inning, here comes Hal McRae. McRae is 0 for 1. The A's now have a 3-1 lead on the Royals. Torrez, 5-4. And against a right-hander, that's going to be a blank. McRae will swing. 1-2. Base hit past the shortstop. A single for McRae. That's his first hit of the night. He will hold at first. The next batter is Mayberry. Mayberry walked his first time up. Infield goes to double play depth. McRae does have stealing ability. And that 4 says he can steal. Let's see. 13 minus 1 is 12. Tennis is a +1 arm, a 1 to 13. You're down by 2 runs. You know what? No, I'll let Mayberry swing. Torrez will pitch. 1-3 against the lefty. That's going to be an automatic out. Star 1, that's a grounder to second base, and they turn the double play. 2-0-3. Shortstop is Campaneris. -1 is a 2. He's got it. They turn the double play. 2 outs. Again, the Royals are foiled by a double play as Mayberry grounds out into the 4-6-3. Second double play hit into by the Royals. Al Cowens is next. He's 0 for 1. 2 outs now. Roster's going to be limited to 14 pitchers maximum. I don't know. You know what? They always were worried about, pitchers, being used or whatever. I just always felt that, you want to worry about pitchers going deep and all that stuff, just increase the roster size. Make it 30. Make the roster size 30. 15 batters, 15 pitchers. Plenty of bullpen pitchers to pitch. And out of a 15-pitcher bullpen, which I really kind of like, 5 starters, I'd like 1 of them to be a lefty. And out of the remaining 10, 2 or 3 to be lefties. Torrez will pitch to Cowens. That's just my take on it. 2-3, that's blank. Cowens will swing. 1-4. He grounds it to third, and that ends the inning. So the inning started off pretty good for Kansas City. They get a hit, but they can't get a run. After 4, 3-1 A's. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's Phil Garner. Garner is 0 for 1. They got to get rid of that runner on second. You know, if COVID is now, if everyone is saying that COVID is no longer an issue, which is total BS in my opinion, you need to go ahead and just get rid of this 7-inning doubleheader rule. I don't understand it. If you're letting full crowds come into stadiums, you know, if you're coming into full crowd stadiums right now, you can get rid of the 7-inning doubleheader rule and get rid of the runner on second crap. You can get rid of that now. And these guys are thinking COVID has been taken care of. No, it is not. Leonard will pitch to Garner. 5-5, that's blank. Garner will swing. 4-1, and he grounds it right back to Leonard. He'll toss it over to first for the out. Out number 1. Next up is North. North is 1 for 2, singled in the game, and stole a base. Leonard will go ahead and deal. 4-3, that's a walk. That 19 is not going to make it. North will swing. 3-6, that's a star 6, and he flies out to right. 2 men away. And here's Bert Campaneris. Campaneris is 0 for 2. Yeah, the variant's been showing up, and yeah, I know about the variant. Keith White joins us here at Royal Stadium. Leonard will pitch. 4-2, strikeout 15. Nope. Campaneris will swing away. That's a 3-2, and it's a ground ball to third, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Leonard. Besides giving up the home run and the out, Leonard's done a pretty good job. Halfway through the game, 3-1 A's. Oakland historically won this game 8-1. So the Royals do have their 1 run. The A's are still 5 runs behind as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Toronto may be home by July 30th. About time. Get them in the Rogers Center. You know what? Canada? You guys have done such a great job. But the city of Toronto has lost so much money with the Blue Jays having to not play from home. You know what? If you can have Montreal host Stanley Cup playoff games, you can have the Blue Jays back in Rogers Center. Just my 1.5 cents. Bob Stinson is next. Stinson is leads off. He is 1 for 1. He got a double his first time up. Hurricane has not made landfall. It skirted the west coast of Florida. I got nothing over here on my side, but ID Jester though got drenched. He's on the other coast. He's on the other coast of my state. He's in pretty much Melbourne or Sarasota. I'm not sure, but he's getting drenched. Torrez will pitch. 4-3, and I hope he's all right. That's an error. Stinson, 4-1. That's going to be a base hit to right field. Stinson has his second hit. That ball is hit to right. Baylor's error rating is a 2. That's a 20. He won't make an error, and he'll go ahead and throw it in. Stinson has a single now. Another runner on base for the Royals. That will bring up Frank White. White is 0 for 1. Double play depth is on. Stinson really not a stealing threat. That 16 says he'll stay right there. And White, that 16 does allow White to bunt. I just don't think you bunt here. I think you're down by 2 runs. Torrez will go ahead and pitch to White. 6-2, strikeout 5. No, that is too high, barely. White has an 8. -4 is a 4. That is a 5. White avoids a strikeout. Torres can't believe it. White will swing the bat 1-1, and he's going to make him pay for it. That's a base hit to center. Stinson's base running rating is a 3. Single to center, -1 is a 2. Washington is a 0. A 1-2, Stinson will make third. That is a 3 he has to hold at second. So White doesn't get struck out, and he makes him pay for it. And now the Royals are in business with runners at first and second, and nobody out. Next batter will be the shortstop, Freddie Patek. He is 0 for 1. Are we going to see expansion this decade? Las Vegas wants a team and Montreal wants a team. You may not see expansion, but you may see movement if Oakland does not get their stadium in Oakland. You may see movement in Oakland or Tampa Bay because the Rays are getting sick of that ballpark, and the warehouse is the worst ballpark in the majors, and the second worst ballpark in the majors is where Oakland plays, Oakland Ring Central Stadium. So, you may not see expansion, but you may see movement. Let's see, runners at first and second. Anything happening on the bases? That is a 5. Nothing happening there. Torrez, a big pitch to Patek. 3-3. That's a range play. Patek will swing. 4-5. That's a fly ball to center field. That ball is hit to Claudell Washington. It's a fly to center. Washington's range is a 3. He makes the catch. That's out number 1. Stinson's base running rating is a 3, -2. The ball hit the center is a 1. And Washington's a 0 arm. Stinson can get the third on a 1. That is a 2. He stays at second. Decided not to challenge. And that's a fly out to center. What a play by Washington. And that is the first out. Washington comes through with a big hit. Now the batter is Poquette. Poquette is having a good night tonight, 2 for 2, a single and a double. Let's see, double play depth is still on. Base runner's not doing anything. Make team a AAA team. I don't know. Oakland's. I see, believe it or not, I see Oakland moving to Vegas, and I see Tampa Bay moving to Montreal. And if Tampa Bay wants to wine and dine and all that stuff, it's their own fault. They won't build them a new stadium. And those two teams deserve it. Torrez will pitch. 2-2. Range play again. Poquette. 4-6. That's a fly ball to right field. This time it's up to Don Baylor. Baylor's range is a 3. But he will not make that one. Is that going to be a single or a double? That's going to be a base hit for Tom Poquette. It's a single. That's a single to right. Stinson's base running rating is a 3. Single to right, +1 is 4. Right field Baylor, +2 is 6. There's not a throw home, so Stinson automatically scores. White's base running rating is a 3. Single to right, +2 is 5. Right fielder Baylor, +2 is 7. He will make third automatically, and there's not going to be a throw anywhere. It's 3-2. What a big hit by Poquette. He hit it to someone who really cannot throw the ball. And that is Poquette's third hit of the game. That puts runners at first and third with 1 out here. Now 3-2 ball game. And next up is Amos Otis. Philip Reynolds joins us here in Royal Stadium. Be the first time the Athletics moved east. Yeah, but they would still be in the American. They moved to Vegas, they would still be in the American League West. And Vegas is already talking to them about building them a beautiful state-of-the-art park. I will say this for the city. I will say this, though. I have seen artist renderings of where Oakland could play at if they actually build the stadium, and it is a beautiful ballpark. Otis is 0 for 2. Runners at first and third. The infield is going to be a double play depth. Nothing happening on the strategy roll. Torrez will go ahead and pitch. Torrez, 6-3. That's blank. Otis will swing. 2-2. Ground ball to third. Could this be a double play? 3-0. 4. Second base is Garner. He has a 0 arm. A 1-4. The A's get out of this inning. Yes, they do. Double play. Side retired. Holy cow. What a time for Otis to ground into a double play with runners in the corners and 1 out. And that is the second double play he's into. That's 5-4-3 around the horn. Inning over, 1 run on 3 hits. That is the third double play total by the Royals, and they still trail 3-2. Wow, that one's gonna hurt. I think Tampa would move to Montreal, and the A's would move to Vegas. Columbus hasn't bid. Nah, I don't know. You're not going to put a team in Columbus. You already got 2 teams in Ohio. You're not going to put a third. You're not going to put a third there. No. You're not going to put a third team in Ohio. You got Cincinnati and Cleveland. You don't need a third baseball team in that state. You go to the top of the 6th inning. Leading off for the A's is Joe Rudy. Leonard still has some in him. He's pitched a lot better. He's given up 3 runs, really, and only 4 hits. The home run by Rudy is what really making the difference here. Rudy is 1 for 2. Leonard with the pitch. 4-5 against a righty. That's going to be an automatic out, and it's a fly out to right. 1 man down. And here's Gene Tennis. Tennis is 1 for 2. He has a triple his last time up. Leonard, 5-1. That's blank. Tennis, 5-3. That's a fly out to left. Two away. Next up is Bando. Bando is 1 for 2. Bando had a double his last time up. Leonard will go ahead and pitch. 3-6 against a right-hander. That's a blank. Bando, 6-1. That's going to be a star 4 and a ground out to third and a 1-2-3 inning by Leonard. Leonard is doing everything he can. He's given up 3 runs on 4 hits so far. Still 3-2 Oakland as we go to the bottom of the 6th. What's killed the Royals? 3 double plays, 2 of them by Amos Otis. Bottom of the 6th, and George Brett is next. Brett is 0 for 2, Mr. George Brett. Torrez will deal, and that's a 5-3. That's blank. Brett will swing 4-3. That's hit to left. That is a 3, and that's going to be a base hit for George Brett. That's a single for him, and he finally gets into the hit column. I got to admit, George Brett usually doesn't hit very well for the Royals when I have him on the board. When I go over the games, I'll be taking a look and see. Next up is Hal McRae. McRae is 1 for 2, singled his last time up, double play depth, of course. Brett does have a stealing ability. That is a 4. Nothing happening on a steal, but there could be a hit and run, and I may do that. Let's see. McRae against the righties, a 6 -4. That's a +4 to hit and run. Yeah, we're going to see a hit and run. Brett does have a decent chance to steal. McRae should not really strike out much. Hit and run is on. Torrez, 3-5. That's a wild pitch. That's a 13. That could be a pass ball. And Tennis's pass ball rating's a 2. A 1-2, it goes by him, and no. He does, I'm sorry, a 1-2, he makes it, and he prevents the pass ball. He prevents the pass ball, and we will do this again. We will do it again. Hit and run again. Mike Torrez, 2-1. That's an error on a grounder. McRae, hit and run attempt, 4-6 against a righty. That's going to be a fly out to left. And that is out number 1, and Brett has to get back. Next up is Mayberry. Mayberry is 0 for 1, grounded a double play his last time up. Mayberry also has a chance. 16, though, nothing happening there. So Torrez will pitch to Mayberry. Torrez, 1-5, strikeout 3. Got him, struck him out. He gets Mayberry on a K. And that is the first strikeout from Mike Torrez. He had 115 of them in 76. 2 outs. Runner, Brett still on at first. Can Al Cowens keep the inning up? Cowens is 0 for 2. Where would I like to see a new Major League Baseball team located? Personally, I would rather see one in Vegas, and Montreal gets the Expos back. That's it. I like to see the Las Vegas Aces, which would be a good name for a baseball team, even though the WNBA already has that name, and the Montreal Expos. The Expos need to get their team back. Cowens on it. Cowens at the plate. Anything happening on the strat? 15, no. Torrez will go ahead and pitch. 2-6 against a right-hander. That is a blank. Cowens swings 5-1, and he pops up to short, and that ends the inning. So no runs. A hit for the Royals, but that's it. They can't get any other body in. It remains 3-2 after 6. How about a team in Charlotte? You know what? If you want to name, how about the Carolina Pilots? Or the Carolina Aviators. That sounds like a good name for a team in Charlotte. I have no problem if you want to put baseball in North Carolina, but you got so many teams on the East Coast. I would rather really put a team, if you had to absolutely put a team in, back in baseball, and you don't want to go back to Montreal or Vegas, put a team in the Midwest or something. You could use another team in the Midwest. I really don't think you need another East Coast team. Somewhere in the Midwest or the Central, something like that. A team that doesn't have it, like Oklahoma, or like Oklahoma doesn't have baseball, or I don't know, something like that. Oklahoma or Nebraska or something. I don't know. We go to the top of the 7th. A's leading 3-2 in this big American League West battle. A's win, they tie for the division. Royals win, they take a 2-game lead in the division. Don Baylor is the leadoff batter for Oakland. Dennis Leonard will continue to pitch. He's got a few more batters left in him. Leonard will go ahead and pitch. 4-4. That's a strikeout. The 3 will get him. Struck him out. And that is strikeout number 4 for Denny Leonard. 1 away. And here's Claudell Washington. Washington is 0 for 1. Walked his last time up. Yeah, I know, but I understand that. Like I said, I don't know. I still think just put a team in Vegas and and get back the Montreal Expos. Leonard, 3-4. That's at the park. Royal Stadium, 1-6. That's a base hit to center field, and Washington's got to have to try for second. Washington's base running rating is a 4. Center fielder Otis +2 arm is a 6. I don't have to roll. Washington will turn around to first. They'll go to second and get there. And that goes as a single with an extra base is how I call that. So that's a base hit for Claudell Washington, but he does turn that into a double, as Otis has not a good arm at all in the outfield, and a big run is at second base for the swinging A's. Could Tennessee support a team? Yeah, probably. But you also have the Nashville Sounds out there, minor league team, the Nashville Sounds, and you do have a Memphis team there too. Washington on at second. Here's Ron Fairley. Fairley is 0 for 2. Anything happening with Washington on second base? That is a 9. No, he will stay there. Leonard looking into Fairley. Pitch coming. 2-3. That's a blank. Fairley will swing. 3-6. That's a star 5. It's going to be a fly out to center. That is out number 2. Washington does have a chance to take third. His base running rating is a 4. -2 center. -2 to center makes it a 2. But Otis has a +2 arm. So a 1-4, Washington will take third. Nope, he actually doesn't. He'll stay at second. Wow, that's a 5. Washington thought about it, but he decided to turn around and not take a chance. 2 outs now for Garner. Garner is 0 for 2. 12, nothing happening. Yeah, the Memphis Cardinals. The Memphis Redbirds. Washington on at second. Leonard on, ready to pitch to Garner. Can Garner get a big hit for the A's? Leonard, 5-3. That's at the park. Royal Stadium, 5-2. That's a fly out to right, and the inning is over. And a chance for Oakland goes by the board. No runs and a hit for the swinging A's, but they lead 3-2. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing your Take Me Out to the Ball Game. I shall be back. Don't forget, we've got 10-minute ticker coming up after this game. Our next matchup will be tomorrow night still. It will be September 25th. And right now I have this game scheduled, and it's a good one. It's a big game. We're going to stay in the American League because right now the American League has pretty much the best matchups. The California Angels will take on the Minnesota Twins, Nolan Ryan against Dave Goltz. A big game for both teams. California has a 3-game lead in the and for over third in the American League West. Minnesota 3 games back. That is the game I got scheduled right now. However, there is a couple of games I'm going to see what happens in 10-minute ticker. If what I think happens in 10-minute ticker occurs, there may be a switch. But right now, we got California at Minnesota scheduled for tomorrow night. As I looked at the National League games, and right now, really none of the National League matchups interest me because the closest races right now is in the American League West. But we'll see what 10-minute ticker has to do. Yeah, the Diamondbacks are on pace for about 43 wins. Yeah, I know. And people say, well, the Mets, the 1962 Mets are the worst team in baseball history. And I say, yeah, but, they were an expansion team. What's the excuses for, the 2007 Tigers or something like that? You know what I mean? I don't know. How bad can you be to only win 43 games, to lose 100? How bad are you really? The team just doesn't care? At the end of the season, whoever is the management and whoever the GM is, they got to be fired. You can't allow those two. You cannot allow the manager and the general manager to stay with that team after a year like that. They've got to go. I'm surprised they're not gone yet. Bottom of the 7th, A's lead 3-2 in a big game here at Royal Stadium. Leading off for the Royals will be Bob Stinson. Stinson having a good night tonight. 2 for 2, a single and a double. Let's see. Torrez has still got a few batters left in him. We'll see what he does. Stinson will bat. Torrez will pitch. 3-6. That's a strikeout. 17. Not happening. Stinson, 5-3. This time he flies out to right. So that's the first out. That will bring up Frank White. White is 1 for 2, has a base hit. Torrez getting set and ready. Pitch from Torrez. 1-2 against a righty. That's a home run. That's a home run result. Against a right-hander, White is a 2. That's a 16. That is way too high. So Torrez pitches White a meatball, but he can't put the tomato sauce on it. That's a 5-5, and he's have to settle for a chopped So he doesn't not only put the tomato sauce on it, he doesn't even cook it enough. That's a ground out to second, and the throw goes to first for the out. So Torrez pitched him a meatball, but White couldn't put the tomato sauce on it. Next batter is Patek. Patek is 0 for 2. Torrez ready to pitch. 4-3. That's an error. Patek. 3-3. That's going to be a base hit to center field for Patek. The ball is hit to Washington. His error rating is an 11. That's a 9, and it's going to get by Washington. It's going to get by Washington. So that's going to be a single and an error for Patek. That automatically puts him on second. His base running rating is a 5. And Washington is a 0 arm, so a 1-5, Patek can take third. Yes, he does. Holy cow, what a time for that to occur. That is a base hit and an E8. And that will put Patek on third. That is the first error on the A's. They had no errors historically in the game. There were no errors in this game historically. But a big error by Claudel Washington puts the tying run at third base. And now it's up to Tom Poquette. Poquette is 3 for 3, 2 singles and a double. They're going to go talk to Torrez on the mound for a moment. This could be Torrez's last batter. He will be tired after Poquette. Would I accept the job as the play-by-play voice of the Diamondbacks? Oh, hell no. I'm a Mets fan. I could never do another team other than my Mets. 2 outs. Patek on at third. Poquette at bat. Torrez, this is a big pitch. Tying run at third base for the Royals. A single and an error puts Patek at third base. Torrez with the... am I rolling a strat? Yes, I am. That is a 10. Nothing happening. Torrez will pitch. 4-4. Strikeout. 10. No. Poquette will swing. 6-2. And that's going to be a star 6 and a fly out to center. And the inning will be over. Wow. No runs. 1 hit and 1 error. It remains 3-2. The Royals are just not taking advantage of the chances. I don't know. I'll find out tomorrow what I think about the job. I haven't started it yet. Start tomorrow. Sports Time Machine joins us here at Royal Stadium. Top of the 8th. Was this the last year before free agency for the A's to be competitive? Is this really a good year? Was supposed to be a bad team? No, the A's were still pretty good. The A's are actually a pretty decent team. Kansas City, of course, won the division that year historically. Kansas City, the A's actually were pretty decent. Top of the 8th inning, Bill North leads off for Oakland. Leonard, let's see how many batters he's got left. He's got 3 batters before tiring. They're going to let him pitch to North. North is 1 for 3. Top of the 8th. Leonard with the pitch. 2-2. Strikeout 17. Nope. North. 2-2. Base hit to left field. Single for North. And a big runner is on for the A's. North gets his second hit of the game. It will bring out Bert Campaneris, and he is 0 for 3. Infield at double play depth. See what's going on here. That's an 18. North will stay at first. Leonard will go ahead and make the pitch. 2-2. Strikeout 18. No. Campaneris will swing. 6-2. That's hit to left field. That is an 11 against the righty. Campaneris just smacked the double. Double for Campaneris. Will it score North? Base running ratings of 3. Double to left. -1 is 2. Poquette +1 is 3. A 1-3. North will score. And he does not. North will hold at third as Poquette gets that ball in quickly. A double for Campaneris. And now the batter is Joe Rudi. Rudi is 1 for 3, but he hit a home run in the first inning to put the A's up. The question is, do they want Leonard to pitch to him? This would be probably his last batter. I think, let me look at the bullpen. I just don't, let me see here. Got right. Got a whole bunch of righties here. What do you want to do here? That's going to be it for Dennis Leonard. They are not going to take a chance. He is done for the game. So that is it for Dennis Leonard. Coming on to pitch for the Royals will be Marty Patton. 8 wins, 14 losses, 5 saves, a 2.49 ERA. Marty Patton will be the second Royals pitcher. Runners at second and third. Rudi, question is, do you walk him and pitch to Tennis? I just don't think so. I think you pitch to Rudi and avoid an automatic walk if Tennis walks, because Tennis does walk a lot. So Patton is going to pitch to Rudi. The infield is in. Patton will pitch to Rudi. Nobody out, top of the 8th. Checking the strategy rule. That is a 9. North will stay where he's at. Patton will pitch. 2-6. That's a blank. Rudi will swing. 2-4. Base hit past the third baseman. That will be a single for Rudi. He comes through with a big hit. North will score. Campaneris, base running rating of a 3. He will not score. He will stay at third as it gets past the third baseman, but Rudi does have an RBI single. 4-2 A's. Stadium groans. Ugh. Joe Rudi gets his second hit of the game, an RBI single. Runners at the corners now, and now it's 4-2. And here comes Tennis. Tennis is 1 for 3. He has a triple in this game. The Royals are going to keep the infield in, but right now the A's are hitting him where they ain't. Am I still rolling a strategy? Yes, I am. That is a 2. Campaneris, no. Rudi, Campaneris actually, oh boy, double steal. I could do a double steal here. I could do a double steal. Campaneris is a 7, plus 3 is a 10, and you divide that by 5 becomes a 2, and the 2 is good for Campaneris to try to steal home. Rudi has a 1 attempt, but the plus 3 makes that a 4. Oh, double steal. I wonder if I do that. My rule on a double steal is if the throw goes to second, the runner on third has a chance to score -5. Oh, wow. Ooh, double steal here. You know what? No, I'm gonna send Rudi though. I'm going to send Rudi. So Rudi's going to try to steal. Has a 17 plus 2 is a 19. Stinson, the only way Rudi's going to go to second. The only way he's out's on a 20. And he'll be safe. Campaneris stayed at third. So that takes away the double play. A stolen base for Joe Rudi. And now again, runners at second and third with first base open. I'll re-roll the strategy. 13, this time nothing happening. So now Rudi at second and third now with the A's. Patton will pitch to Tennis. Patton will make the pitch. 5-5 against a righty. That's going to be an automatic out. It's a star 4, and it's going to be a ground ball to second. It's a grounder to second. Campaneris' base running rating's a 3. He will not try to come in. It becomes a 1 with the infield in. He will hold at third. The throw goes to first for out number 1. So that's a ground ball to second. They throw to third. The runners hold. And why not? Why try to score when you got two more batters? Here's Sal Bando. Bando is 1 for 3. Infield still in. Anything on the strat? 9. Again a chance. No. Campaneris, nothing happening. Patton will pitch. 3-5. That's at the park. Royal Stadium. 6-2. Fly ball center field. Fly out to center. That's out number 2. Bando sacrifice fly rating of 1. He will not bring in Campaneris that way. Campaneris' base running rating is a 3. Center fielder Otis +2 is a 5. No, it could be an out. It could be an out, and Otis has a +2 arm, so the only way there could be an out's on a 1. And no, Campaneris will stay at third. Wow, Otis threw that in with all of his might, and Campaneris said, no, I'll stay put. So no sacrifice fly, out number 2, as Campaneris can't get in. And now it will be up to Don Baylor. Baylor is 0 for 2. Patton trying to get out of this inning. Nothing on the strategy roll. Patton will go ahead and pitch. 6-3. That's at the park. Royal Stadium, 6-4. And he grounds it to first base. That'll get picked up by Mayberry, and he'll take it himself and end the inning. And the Royals are lucky they only gave up a run. 1 run on 3 hits for a stolen base for Oakland. But the A's now lead 4-2 going into the bottom of the 8th. The Royals are lucky that wasn't worse than that. Leading off for the Royals will be Amos Otis. That's it for Mike Torrez. Torrez has pitched a beautiful game, and he will leave with a chance to get the win. The A's will go to the bullpen. They got right, left, right coming up, so let's see who the A's want to bring out. And coming on to pitch for Oakland will be Stan Bonson. 8 wins, 7 losses, no saves, a 3.34 ERA. Stan Bonson will be the second A's pitcher. Otis will lead off, bottom of the 8th, 4-2. Bonson will go ahead and pitch. 5-6. Error on a grounder. Otis. 2-3. Fly out to center. Out number 1. Man, Otis has had a tough day. 0 for 4 with 2 double plays. Tough game for him. Here's Mr. George Brett. Brett is 1 for 3. Bonson will deal. 5-3. Strikeout 6. No. Brett will swing away, 4-4, and he grounds it right back to Bonson, who tosses it over to first for out number 2. 2 men down for McRae. McRae is 1 for 3, has a single in the game. Bonson gets set and pitches. 6-4, error chance. McRae. 4-6 against a righty. That's a fly ball to left field. That's it to Joe Rudy. Rudy's error rating is a 2. The only way he can make an error is on a 1. That's a 19. He'll make the catch with no problem at all. And the inning is over. Nice job by Bonson. And that is the first time in this game that the Royals did not get a hit in an inning. They got a hit in every inning in the game except for the 8th. First time they've been held hitless, 3 up and 3 down. At the end of 8, 4-2 Oakland. May scare them. Yeah, right? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe some people at my new job are watching this stream and might say, oh my God, it's this guy. Top of the 9th inning. Claudell Washington is a leadoff batter. He is 1 for 3. Is Patton going to pitch? No, he's not. Royals are going to have to go to the bench or go to the bullpen. You got left, right. So I think the Royals will bring on a lefty. And they're going to go ahead and go with Steve Mingori. He's their closer, but his job is to keep it a 4-2 game. Steve Mingori, 5 wins, 5 losses, 10 saves, 2.32 ERA. He will pitch to Washington to start the top of the ninth. Mingori with the pitch. 3-6. Walk. 3. Yes, that's a walk. He gives up a leadoff walk to Claudel. And that is only the second walk by Royals pitching. Only 3 walks in this game combined. Next batter is Ron Fairley. Fairley is 0 for 3. Infield is at double play depth. Washington, am I rolling a strat? No strat roll, so it goes straight batter versus pitcher. Mingori, 1-1. Against the lefty, that's going to be an automatic out. Star 3, it's a grounder to second. Do they turn the double play? 3-0-4. Shortstop. Patek, he has a 0 arm. 1-4. No. Washington will be out at second, but Fairley beats the throw to first. And that's out number 1. Fielder's choice. Next up is Garner. Garner is 0 for 3. 1 out. Infield back at double play depth. Mingori knows that double play should have been turned. You give a team an extra out, makes a big difference here. No strategy roll. Mingori will pitch. 3-5. Home run chance. Garner a righty. A 1-5. The 2 passes against the lefty. Garner needs an 8. A 1-8. Garner hits this one out of here. Oh, no, he almost had it. That was going to land on 7, but that becomes a 17. No. Garner will swing, though. 6-4, and he's going to ground it to short. Another chance for a double play. 2-0-3. Again, second base. White is a 0. 1-3 double play chance. No. Fairley will make it to second. The throw goes to first to get Garner, and that's the second out. Another chance of a double play, and again, they can't turn it. But now a runner is in scoring position. So Fairley now on at second. The batter is North. North is 2 for 4 tonight, 2 singles and a stolen base. Mingori buckling down, has to make a good pitch to North. A big run at second base for the A's. Mingori dials it up. Here it comes. 5-6. Against a switch hitter right, that's a blank. North will get to swing the bat. That's a 6-2, and against the lefty, it's a ground ball to second base. Throw goes to first, side retired. Mingori gets it done. No runs, no hits, no errors, a walk. And it stays 4-2 in favor of the swinging A's. Will we see some ninth inning magic? Bottom of the ninth coming up. John Mayberry is the leadoff batter for the Royals. And coming on to pitch for the A's, they're going to bring in the closer, and you bring in the guy with the mustache. Coming in to pitch for the A's, Hall of Famer Raleigh Fingers. 13 wins, 11 losses, 20 saves, a 2.47 ERA. Fingers will come in and close it with that mustache of his. John Mayberry is the leadoff batter, and question is, will he bat? Yes, he will. He actually hits righties better than lefties. Mayberry will swing the bat. Bottom of the ninth, 4-2 Oakland. Fingers will pitch. 2-1, strikeout, 15, no. Mayberry swings. 1-5, it's a fly out to left. Out number 1. 1 down. The next batter is Cowens. Cowens is 0 for 3. Fingers ready to pitch to Cowens. 6-5. That's a walk. That 12 is no good. Cowens will swing. 3-5. That's hit to left field. That is a 4. That's a base hit for Cowens. Cowens will go ahead and get to first base. And a tying run is coming to the plate. What? Did you expect the 1-2-3 closing inning at RJL 518? I think not. Next batter is Bob Stinson. Stinson is 2 for 3 tonight. A single and a double he will hit. Infield goes to double play depth. The Royals have hit him to 3 double plays tonight. There is no strategy roll. 4-2, swinging A's. Fingers trying to close the deal. Pitch from Fingers. 4-6 against a switch hitter left. That's a walk. That 19 is no good. Stinson will swing. 4-3. That's a ground ball to first. Can they turn the game-ending double play? 2-1-1. Shortstop is Campaneris, and he has a -1, which is a 0. There is no chance for a double play, so the question is, who is out? That is a 4, and the throw goes to second to get Cowens, but they cannot get Stinson at first, and there'll be 2 outs. Cannot turn the game-ending double play, so it's a fielder's choice. It will continue. And the next batter is Frank White, and we may see a pinch hitter for him. You got to get on base. Let me check the bench and see who's available. Not much, really. White is at second base. If I take him out, Royal bench does not turn me on here. This guy has the best chance to hit a home run, and the only way he's going to do it. Frank White's going to come out of the game, and coming on to pinch hit for the Royals, and since it's the 9th inning, it can be anybody, it's going to be Jamie Quirk. Jamie Quirk, 246 average, a homer, 15 RBIs, but he has a 6 and a home run chance. So Jamie Quirk's going to come in and take over for Frank White. And if this game goes any further, Dave Nelson will take over at second base. So here's Jamie Quirk against Fingers. Big run. Jamie Quirk can do it. Dave Gardner joins us here at Royal Stadium. 4-2. Bottom of the 9th inning, 2 outs. Stinson on at first. Fingers trying to close the deal. Quirk pinch hitting. Here it comes. 4-2 against the lefty. That is a blank. Quirk will swing. 5-6. And he popped it up in the infield. He popped it up underneath second base, and that is Garner. He takes a step to his right, puts out his glove, blop, and the ball falls into it. That's your game. The Oakland Athletics once again tie the Royals in the American League West. They win it tonight, 4-2. Stadium groans. Lots of missed opportunities for the Royals tonight. No runs, a hit for the Royals in this game, but the A's go ahead and get it. They won this game historically 8-1. They win this game tonight 4-2. Now we'll see what 10-minute ticker has to say for the rest of the league. But at least now Oakland and KC are tied. Don't go away. Final line score and 10-minute ticker coming right up. For the Athletics, 4 runs on 8 hits and 1 error. For the Kansas City Royals, 2 runs on 10 hits and no error. Mike Torrez gets the win. Dennis Leonard takes a tough loss, and Raleigh Fingers does pick up the save. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball of Replay Sports, a creation of Brian Davis, by the way, who made the system. Whoa, Nelly football. I purchased it, and I really couldn't get into it. For some reason, it just didn't scratch my football itch. Second season does a better job, and I will be streaming a game coming soon, hopefully. So Oakland goes ahead and gets that win. Will beat Kansas City. So both teams now at 87 and 66. So now let's see how the rest of baseball goes tonight. We start off with Milwaukee at Boston. Boston, magic number to clinch the 3rd place in the American League East is 4. Boston needs to win this in order to have a chance to eliminate the Orioles in an upcoming game. Milwaukee has a 16 though. 36, and that is 5 runs. Boston has a 10. 24. Nope, that's 2 runs, and Boston will not be able to win that one. So the Red Sox do take the loss, and that will keep the Orioles alive. Texas and California, big game for the Angels. They lead the Twins by 3 games for 3rd. Texas with a 9. 44, and that is 4. California with an 8. 55, that is 5. That's a win for the Angels. Minnesota at the White Sox. With the Angels winning, Minnesota needs to win to stay 3 games back of them. Minnesota with a 12. 51, and that is 5. The White Sox have a 9. 21, and that is going to be 2. And Minnesota stays with the Angels. They stay 3 back of California. Baltimore at the Yankees. Baltimore a chance to try to get closer to Boston. They need to win these games against the Yankees. Baltimore with an 8. 52, and that is 5. The Yankees have a 14. 33, and that is 4. The Orioles get a win over the Yankees, and they'll stay alive. As the Orioles now move in within 6 games of Boston. Pittsburgh and the Cubs. Pittsburgh has not done well lately. They are 4 games back of the Mets for 2nd. Pittsburgh with a 13. 33, and that is 4. The Cubs have a 7, 24, and that is 2. So the Pirates will gain a half game on the Mets. The Mets are idled on that today, in that date. So they will beat the Cubs. St. Louis at Philadelphia. The Phillies' magic number is 3. The Mets were off on the 23rd, so if they win, their magic number becomes 2. Cardinals have a 5, though. 62, that's 5. They get a good roll. But Philadelphia has a 15. 13, no, that's going to be 2, and the Phillies cannot take advantage of a day off by the Mets. So the Cardinals get a win over Philadelphia. Dodgers and the Giants. Must win for San Francisco. Running out of time. They are 3 games back of the Dodgers. Dodgers have a 6. 26, and that is 2. The Giants have a 7. 11, ugh, God, that's awful. That's 0. And the Dodgers, that's a big win for them. And they are really putting the screws on the Giants. As with that win now, the Giants are now 4 back. Second season NCAA football. In a way, yes, there are some college football teams that are available, but they don't have the actual names. You have to look at it there, Brian Patterson. You have to look at it. Glory Days football from Anthony looks terrific. Going on to the 24th, Boston at Baltimore. This could be the series that puts the nail in the coffin for the Orioles. Boston with an 8. 54, and that is 5. The Orioles have a 9. 14, that's only 1, and Boston will take that win. And let me see, I don't think they've clinched yet, but I will check it. I don't think so. 3 minus 78 minus. The magic number for the Red Sox is now 2 to clinch third place. Oakland at the White Sox. Oakland with a 14. And they roll a 14, and that's only 2 runs. The White Sox have a 10. 52, that's a bad loss for the Oakland Athletics. After a big win against Kansas City, you blow it against the White Sox as the White Sox play spoiler. Milwaukee at Cleveland. The Indians now have 81 wins, Boston 78. A win here for Cleveland, they get a 4-win lead on Boston for second. 54 by Milwaukee, that's a 6, and that is 5 runs. Cleveland has a 9, 34, and that is 3 runs. So the Indians actually lose a game to the Red Sox in there. So that is a win for Milwaukee. So now the Red Sox are 78 and 77, Cleveland 81 and 71. So it's still not over yet. Yankees at Detroit. It's a doubleheader. The Yankees have already wrapped up home field throughout the American League playoffs. Their magic number is 4 to have home field throughout. Yankees game 1 of a 15. 13, and that is 2 runs. Detroit has a 10, 42, and that is 4. So Detroit wins game 1. Yankees with an 18 in game 2, 35, and that is 5. Detroit has a 0, 16, and that is a 0. So the Yankees and the Tigers will split a twin bill. Next game up, Kansas City at Texas. With Oakland losing, Kansas City can retake first place in the American League West. Kansas City has a 12, 35, and that is 4. Can the Rangers play spoiler? They have a 7. 66 they do. They get a 9, and the Royals cannot retake the lead. As Texas gets a win, and they stay tied between Oakland and Kansas City and first place. San Diego and Atlanta. The Padres at 73 wins, the Dodgers at 75. The Padres are 2 games back of the Dodgers. Must-win game for the Padres. They have an 11. And a 13 is just not good. That's 1. And Atlanta has a 5, 22, and that is 1. Whoa, a tie game. We got extras. San Diego has a 2 clutch. 2 plus 4 is 6. Atlanta has a 0 clutch. The only way they can win is if they roll a 6. And they do. Atlanta wins that. Holy cow. The only way they can do is a 6. They do. And they steal a big win from the Padres. Oh, that one's going to hurt. You can't lose to teams that have nothing to play for. Reds and the Dodgers. Now the Padres know the Dodgers are playing the Reds. The Reds have a 13. 14. That's only 1 run. The Dodgers have a 7. 66. The Dodgers will win that one. That's a 9, and the Dodgers will increase their lead over the Padres as the Reds are unable to get any extra wins. That's a big win for the Dodgers. Now it's 76 and 78. Philadelphia at Montreal. The Phillies' magic number is 3 to win the National League East. Philadelphia has a 13, game 1. It's a doubleheader, 64, and that is 8 runs. The Expos have a 5, 43, and that is 3 runs. Game 1 goes to Philly. Game 2, Philadelphia with a 15, 44, and that is 5. The Expos have a 4, 31, and that is 2. So the Phillies will take both games over the Expos, who are just plain awful. Mets and the Cubs. The Mets' chances of winning the division are pretty much virtually impossible right now at 10 wins back of Philadelphia. But the Mets still want to try to clinch second place. Cubs have a 3. 13, that's not good. That is a 0. And the Mets have a 9 with Tom Seaver on the mound. A 13 or higher, the Mets will get the win. Yes, they do. 24. 24, and that's going to be 2 runs, and the Mets will have a happy recap as the Mets beat the Cubs. Houston and the Giants. With the Dodgers winning, the Giants need this game big time. Houston has already clinched second place in the National League West. Houston, however, chasing the Mets for the 3 seed. Remember, though, the game is on the board is the tiebreaker. And right now, Houston has to have a better record than the Mets do at the end of the season. Houston with a 14. 61, that's a great roll for the Astros. That's 7. And the Giants are beginning to lose faith. They got a 5, and a 45 is not going to cut it. That's a 3, and that is a win for the Astros as they stay with the Mets. The Mets are 85 and 68. The Astros are 86 and 69. The Mets have a percentage point lead. Pittsburgh on the Cardinals. A doubleheader for the Pirates. If Pittsburgh wants any hope to try to catch the Mets for second, they got to win both these games. Pittsburgh with a 17, game 1. 62, that's pretty good. And that is 8 runs. The Cardinals have a 7, 26, and that is 2 runs. Pittsburgh wins game 1. Game 2, Pittsburgh with a 14, 13, and that is 1. The Cardinals have an 8, 31, and that is 3. And the Pirates and the Cardinals will have to settle for a split. So taking a quick look right now, let me see if the Phillies did clinch anyway. Let me see here. 63 minus 94 minus 68. No, the Philly magic number is now down to 1 to clinch the National League West. The Mets, however, with their victory, the Mets did clinch a playoff berth, so they are in the playoffs officially. The Mets are in. With that victory, with a record of 85 and 68, the Mets have made the playoffs. The Mets have made the playoffs. The Pirates have not made it yet, but they should, even though they still have a 7-game lead on the Cardinals here. The Pirates should get in there. And the Dodgers now at 76 and 78, and the Padres at 73 and 81. Let's see, 76, that's 3. And the Padres are now, the Padres are what now? They are 3. They played 154. They played 154. They are 3 games. The Padres are now 3 back of the Dodgers. The Giants, however, now at 72-84. They are now 4.5 back of the Dodgers. The Giants are beginning to run out of time. Cleveland 81-71 looks pretty good for second. The Red Sox, though, a couple of games against Baltimore tomorrow can knock them out. Because Boston did not. Now, let me see where Boston is real quick. Boston, because I might want to make a change on the game tomorrow. And Baltimore's 83. Their magic number. Boston's magic number is 2 to clinch a playoff berth, to clinch the third spot. I think the California-Minnesota game is going to be the better game to play because Baltimore is still 6 games back. I'm not expecting them to come back. Minnesota, California, I think is the better game, so I'm going to stick with that. So that is your 10-minute ticker tonight. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. And tomorrow we will have the California Angels taking on the Minnesota Twins. Nolan Ryan against Dave Goltz. A big matchup at Metropolitan Stadium. Minnesota still trying to catch California. Anything is possible as this is the final game before we go into the final week of the regular season, which means we play 1 game per day. So who knows what will happen tomorrow as the Angels will play the Twins once again. Nolan Ryan against Dave Goltz. Be there or be square. Salvador America, BB, Brian Patterson, Dave Garner, Keith White, Bob B, Michael Peterson, Sports Time Machine, Philip Reynolds. Philip Reynolds, Mr. Moley, 55, Midlife Crisis. Thank you for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out through the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. And make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night with the new job starting. With my new job starting tomorrow, games may be a little later now, probably 8 o'clock. Give me a little time to unwind and prepare for the games. It was the Swingin' A's beating the Royals tonight, 4-2, and both teams at this time are tied for the American League West. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.